Guys, Kris here with Jordan's Way. If you're just joining on the channel, guys, our organization goes to 300 shelters across 50 states, 300 animal shelters, guys, across 50 states. We see everything, and I mean everything, from the rural communities, guys, up to some middle class, higher upper class shelters. But I really target the rural shelters across the country and rescues. For those that ask, we do foster-based rescues up to shelters with over 500 dogs in it. One of the biggest things we are trying to do right now as an organization is to grow our YouTube channel, our TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. So if you can subscribe to the YouTube channel, please, it is free to do. Again, guys, when we go to shelters, we have a little over 1 million followers now between the 4 platforms. When we go to these shelters, we want to have more of a voice than just what I do on camera. We do all Facebook Live fundraisers. We have raised a little over $7 million since we started this organization 3 years ago, guys, and the 50-state tour. We have influenced a lot of adoptions, but we cannot influence any more adoptions if we don't have a bigger voice. So we need everybody, again, subscribe to that YouTube channel. We have Instagram, TikTok, Facebook under Jordan's Way. I need everybody to make sure also that when you see our videos, make sure you're sharing them. You're going to see videos during this video where I'm going through kennels. I'm going through all these aisles and rows of shelters. When we go to these shelters, guys, they usually have 100, 200 dogs. Some of the dogs have been there for months, years. I've seen a dog at an animal shelter for 10 years. I've seen them for over 2,000 days. It's way too long. To help us out, guys, we need you guys to really pay attention to what we do, because even if you can't come out to the shelters and help out by volunteering, donating, becoming a foster from afar, whether you're in Texas and we're in Louisiana, whether we're in Louisiana, you're in Florida, you can help by sharing our message and sharing every one of our live feeds. When we go to a shelter, we go live from their Facebook page, and we're on there for 3 hours. We have 3 hours to make a huge impact. That's not a lot of time, guys. So we're going to need our community to continue to grow, continue to build every single day. So if you're watching this video, again, the 4 platforms, Jordan's Way, make sure you're subscribing to our YouTube channel. That's the most important to us right now. We want to continue to grow our channels, but YouTube is one of the most important ones because we know that can do a lot of damage when it comes to getting more money raised, more animals adopted. We do the cats, the dogs. But guys, everybody, if you have a local animal shelter and you want to nominate one of them, make sure you reach out to us also on jordanswaytour.com. You can nominate your favorite rescue, your favorite shelter. And I will say it again. Yes, we do foster-based rescues. I get that question all the time. Do we do foster-based rescues? Yes. Just have to have your own location. If you've never seen our fundraisers as well, guys, there's a lot of high energy that goes into it. You're going to see it from the B-roll in this video too. We have pie to the faces. I'm not kidding, guys. I've seen mayors pie the sheriff pie the DA. We have the directors pieing their kennel techs pieing their boss. You know, we have the tortilla slap, which if you've seen the Kevin Hart, The Rock tortilla slap, that was one of the best. But we might have some contesting, victims of the tortilla slap on our tour that might give that actual tortilla slap a run for their money. So check out our tortilla slaps. We've done the slime bucket. It literally is like our fundraisers are like a mix between a Jerry Lewis telethon and a Nickelodeon episode. That's what I love. That's how the best to describe what we do for 3 hours on our live feeds. We bring a lot of the pressure when it comes to like public humiliation and of course stuff that goes geared towards the animals during the fundraisers. If you've never seen our biggest or our smallest fundraiser, we have raised anywhere from $5,000 on a 3-hour feed up to $137,000. It's insane. But yes, and we've influenced a lot of adoptions as well, which is the most important to us. The fundraisers are important to us, but yes, the influencing of all those adoptions is super important to us. I got to give a shout out to all the local. We've probably been on over 100 local talk shows across the country, which I think is one of the coolest things to see the local talk shows come out and support us. We've had probably 100 or 200 sheriffs and mayors come out to support our fundraisers. Huge shout out to them. We need more than just a sheriff, though, and the mayor and the local media. We need the community at large. The community at large was really going to help these organizations grow their fundraisers and bring in more people for the fundraisers, which can influence more adoptions. Again, if you guys are just coming in or just watching this right now, guys, I'm Kris with Jordan's Way. I'm the guy that I've spent 72 hours in a kennel. I've done a lot of PR stunts geared and aimed towards the animal shelters across the country. I'm trying to bring a brighter light to these organizations because, again, we got that bad connotation to animal shelters, and I know I was one before I got into my first animal shelter. It's not a dark place. It's run by some really fun people, and if you watched any of our live feeds, they're not actors. The people that are getting pies to the face, ice bucket challenge, tortilla slaps, shaving their heads, waxing their chest, these are not paid actors. These are the people that work there. There are actually some really great people that work at these organizations. They just have a really stressful, very tough job that I try to give them like that 1 day a year break where it's just like, yo, let your hair down, literally cut it off, whatever you got to do. But yes, we try to bring that light to every shelter and rescue we go to. So we're trying to also make it so one day, Jordan's Way is like a Make-A-Wish Foundation where when we show up, the whole community comes out, because that one day you got to give that love to your local shelter, which we should do more of. There's so many guys. We've go to 300 shelters a year, but that's not even nearly enough. We've been to over 800 shelters in the last 3 years, and there's probably 15,000 registered rescues and shelters across the United States. And I know I'm probably underselling that. There's probably a lot more, but just think about that number compared to what we're trying to do. If we can make more of an impact, we can go to more shelters, and of course we can do a lot more. We can do a lot more for all these organizations when it comes to, bringing out supplies, matching their biggest fundraisers. And that's where I'm going to lead you right now. If you can go to our Patreon page, it's patreon.com, guys, /Jordan's Way. We're going to put that in the description of this video as well. We'll put all this stuff from YouTube, subscribe, Patreon page. If you become a Jordan's Way patron, it's $5 a month. And that goes to the stuff that we want to bring out to the shelters. Now, not just me coming out with a selfie stick, doing a 3-hour fundraiser. It is really, truly one day I want to make it so we're showing up. We got a trailer of supplies, whether it's new kennels, whether it's new food, new toys, new bedding, something more than just a money raised and some influencing of some adoptions. I want to make this a bigger and more of a crazier experience for the shelters when they see us coming to town. So yes, if you can go to patreon.com, guys, we're going to put the link in the description of this video. Become a $5 a month donor. It might not seem like a lot, guys, but we have over 1 million followers. We know we can do a lot more. If all these followers start converting into Patreons, become a Jordan's Way Patreon. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, guys. Again, I'm Kris with Jordan's Way. We go to 300 animal shelters a year and rescues. Make sure you become a part of our team by just subscribing, following us. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. Subscribe, follow, be a part of our mission, guys. Grow our voice by following us and sharing every video we do. If we post a video or a picture of a dog, there's a reason for it. It's probably a dog that's been in the shelter for years, months. Again, take that video, take that photo, and share it like crazy. We're trying to influence thousands and thousands of adoptions and raise millions and millions of dollars for these animal shelters, so we can really change the game. And especially one of the things I like to do is to shine the light. We want to change the people's viewpoints of how the animal shelters are viewed across the country. Again, I'm Kris with Jordan's Way, guys. See you guys later. Let's do something big this year, guys.